you've got my mic. Cooties. This has got cooties all over it now. Here's one for you, Anne. Would you rather never have a present on your birthday ever again, or never have a present on Christmas Day
My birthday.
Really? You didn't even think about that.
I'd rather have a present on your birthday. Because Christmas, you've got so much other magic to make up for it.
Okay, yeah, I changed my decision.
Birthdays is just depressing. It's like,
The
fuck, I'm
stockings.
even older.
Yeah.
So you want something to like lessen the blow, like a bit of a
Yeah.
prezi.
Yeah. Whereas Christmas, there's a lot of things that can lessen the bow. Lessen the bow?
The bow.
So I'm going to go, yeah, I'd rather a present on birthday.
Couldn't agree more. While we're on the topic again, should we open the fucker or what?
So what's the story behind this then? You turned up when he was on the sofa. You brought it home.
It was left on the sofa for us by a little elf called Caroline. Now, Kaz bought us a birthday present for the first anniversary.
You're one. We don't deserve cards.
No money.
No, we don't.
We don't deserve.
Yeah, where's the money, Kaz? Fuck's sake.
To Reese, Sauce, and Jimmy.
Maybe next year.
Rude.
You'll make the cut next year.
Congratulations on 1 year at Sunday Coffee Club. An amazing achievement. Looking forward to listening for many
More.
more. Love, Captain Kaz.
Oh, I love that. Thanks,
Nice
Kaz.
handwriting as well.
Lovely handwriting.
Boring. Boring.
Really appreciate the cards. Thank you, cards.
Yeah, you
I don't.
very nicely worded card as well, I think, Kaz. Thanks.
And
Help a brother out, but I'm struggling. Ain't got the reach. That's upside down.
God, this looks official.
T2. Oh, it's T2. T.
What's T2?
T.
Oh, it's T, is it?
Oh, they've.
Get
Oh.
my name on the mug. Well, he's not here, Kaz. He doesn't live in this country anymore. Take it.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
James Latte, that's a good one, pun. Reese Long Mac topped up.
Oh, that is absolutely unreal.
That's a joke. That's ridiculous.
Cheers, Kaz. Really appreciated that, to be fair.
I'm sure Anais appreciates her box, but I really appreciate this, Kaz. Thank you very much. That's a lovely gift.
Sauce.
I hope Anais appreciates her box, because no one else does. Oh,
Has already got crude, like,
I'm so happy with that.
minutes in.
I've been moaning about how shit my keep cut is this week.
You moan about everything.
That works so well.
I moan about everything. Remember, this is nice though that it's happened to someone else, because remember the personalised mugs we had? And there was not one for me.
Yeah,
One for Jamie and not for me, so...
The old native mug.
I might just go get it regraved.
Regraved. Alex,
Regraved?
They're kind of similar.
Yeah.
Is that the word? Graved? Engraved? Or you're just going
Didn't realise
to
this was
bury her in the ground?
Didn't realise this was a grammar lesson.
What's
Yeah,
news
there's
then? What have you been
a
up to this week?
Yeah, a bit of housekeeping.
Still on the vapes, I see.
God, no, I have my chili lip gloss on. And sometimes the chili in it goes into my mouth and then it catches my throat.
Sounds awful.
That's terrible.
Okay. I'm back.
Well, Anais the Destroyer's been in full flight this week, hasn't she? Anais the Destroyer of all things. So, starting off then with, well, a year's worth of notes on our shared note.
There was
Added
a
Anais
year's
into
worth
the
on
group
there.
well, a week ago, before the last episode. She says in the week, I'll sort out the script for the weekend, which is obviously fantastic. Nice to have someone else doing some work for a change. And go on to the shared note. Yeah, brilliant. She's, organises. Looks like ChatGPT's helped out a little bit. / done it all. But anyway, I scrolled down to the bottom to add some notes because a few ideas popped into my head. I'm scrolling and I'm like, where's the rest of these notes gone?
There wasn't that many in there.
What's the old ones? Have you deleted the old ones?
A year's worth of notes. She's
No,
just
'cause
gone
that's not
select
at the top.
all, paste.
No. In my defence, there were 8. If I'd seen the notes, I wouldn't have removed them, would I? Because I'm not stupid. I could only see the script from last week, which I wrote over.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't
but just
see
press
that
select
they
all, paste.
Well, I didn't know that they were multiple down the bottom.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's a note with loads of shit on it. So you have a little scroll.
Because I scrolled through the whole thing.
What
did I do to make it up to you?
You bought me some hot cross buns.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you cleaned the kitchen. I appreciate that. And then bought a croissant and a frozen Coke. So you've done... We really appreciate everything you've done for us this week, Anais.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anais. But still...
I don't feel appreciated. I feel like
brand
my
new.
own mother. Overworked and underpaid.
So that was a crushing blow, but yeah, couple of $1 billion idea.
I put the bins out.
Did you?
Yeah, you thanked me because I did them wrong.
You almost didn't tell everyone about it this week as well.
No, you didn't do them wrong. You did a great job.
The wheel fell off.
It was just, yeah. And,
The wheel fell off.
And I was like, I don't fucking do the bins.
You can't even drive a bin, like.
No, because you were an idiot. Because I know you put them in because you did the handles facing inwards. So all the like spiders had created their web. So I was having to like, ugh.
Yeah, but then it's easier to open the fucker. Put your shit in. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, thanks for sorting the bins out. You did mention hot cross buns there as well, and like hot cross bun fever has taken over this house. And
you're to blame.
I did kick it off.
You've infiltrated my algorithms by using hot cross buns every day. The smell is just gorgeous. So now we're all on that train.
There's a mental variety out here at the moment, though, innit? Like all the supermarkets are competing with each other.
Yeah.
What's the best one you've had?
I'll always maintain you can't beat a traditional fruit. However, I have enjoyed the cheese and jalapeno this week on a hot cross bun.
That was a Dorito one you had, right?
That's the one, yeah. Dorito, jalapeno and cheese.
Mental.
But yeah, fruit over chocolate all day. But there is a matcha and raspberry one, I think. We could take that for a spin. But either way, if you put a load of layer pack on them, they're all good.
Aye.
They all do a job.
Do you know what I think I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
On the topic of hot cross buns, I'm going to go get some for one in a minute. And I'm out of butter, but I'm going to make my own butter.
Make your own butter?
Yeah, I've just had a look on ChatGPT. It's really easy. You just need cream and salt.
I tell you what's easier than that, going to Coles and just buying a tub of butter.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice to have our own homemade butter for them?
I'm interested to see how this goes.
Yeah, so.
Be nice.
Where are you getting the cream from, though? So you go to the supermarket to get cream. Why didn't you just get butter?
Because I want to make my own butter.
Fair point, well made.
Thickened cream, full fat.
Extra salt? Got to put a bit of salt.
Yeah, get some sea salt.
crystals.
Lovely. The best one I've had so far is probably the old apple and cinnamon from Aldi, specially selected.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But them fucking sticky toffee pudding ones from Coles, they are naughty, but 5 minutes in the air fryer. You bought some today, didn't you?
Do they taste like sticky toffee pudding?
I haven't tried them yet. I don't know.
Unreal.
Oh.
Might
Not
get
as good as the
that
apple and cinnamon, but it's up there, like, it's tight.
I feel like that we only have them back home on a certain time of year.
Easter.
Is it Easter?
It's
over
Easter
here as well?
now, almost,
They do over
yeah.
here too?
Yeah. That's why they're
Have you
everywhere.
not seen all the mini eggs and the Easter eggs in
Oh,
Coles?
the bunnies, yeah, true. Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
What else been happening? Fucking AI fruit TikTok. You've, like, Anais has not only destroyed
Meow, 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 meow.
the shared note, but she's destroyed my algorithm on TikTok as well.
Nothing worse.
Have you seen those fucking AI fruit TikToks, Jim?
So I've seen the ones that have made it to Instagram, and they're quite educational, like body parts and stuff. But I haven't seen fruit yet. What are the fruit ones talking about?
Anais, you can explain what happens.
Your face is ugly and I hate you. Get out.
Essentially, it's the same storyline every time.
Basically, there is a strawberry, usually, and then getting gangbanged by some bananas. And then she gets pregnant. And then her husband, who is also strawberry, is like, your water broke. We gotta take you to the hospital. And they go to the hospital and then they go, congratulations, it's a boy. And then it shows a banana instead of a strawberry. And he goes, you cheated on me. I know it's strawberry, Malini. And then he like runs out the hospital and he finds the banana and he goes, you can have her. And that's it.
Breathtaking drama. But that's all I get.
EastEnders.
What was the last one? Mango being cheated on by a...
No. Water Malini got injected by the banana in the hospital that's made her face ugly.
Made her face ugly.
Because the banana wanted to shag Mangolini.
No, that was an Apollina, that was.
Apollina.
And Apollon kicked the fuck off.
And he was gone. Like, I hate you. Your face is ugly. Get out. And then she got kicked out.
She gets kicked out, and then he gets with Mangolina. And then the banana
dresses up in a nice red dress and goes to the mango.
But that's my algorithm now.
You're welcome.
That, golf, and severely depressing.
That he's been sending to me.
Oh, awful. Awful, but it knows me very well. Anyway, what else we got? Electric bill come out this week as well, didn't it?
Oh, we were shafted there.
Bit more expensive than last year when Sauce was a resident.
I don't know how I'm getting the blame for this.
And we're off.
Do you think it's me?
No, I don't think it's you. But when Sauce was here, it was here 1 week of a month. Now there's 4 people here all the time. And it is pretty warm. So
and one of us watches
I don't know how
15
to use
hours
the
of TV
one.
on the weekend.
I think it's
literally wasn't in yesterday.
Is that why you took the TV out to the living quarters?
No, that wasn't the main reason. The main reason we wanted to watch TV on our TV in the room. But
that's fair
having
enough.
the screen on, if you're not watching it, saves a bit of money, I suppose, innit? But I can't imagine they use that much electric anyway.
TVs don't use electricity that much. It's like 0.0 something. It's keeping it on standby though. It isn't actually good. We should probably start turning it off at the wall.
Yeah,
my mum used to have a go at me for that.
Yeah.
I also think energy bills have increased, but I knew the second that came in the chat, everyone was going to think it was me. And I was like, I literally even asked to use the aircon downstairs. I was like, here we go again. Let's blame me. Let's blame the new
straight away.
Let's blame the new house resident.
No, you didn't. Before anyone could say anything, you blamed me. Well, I don't even know how to use the aircon.
I don't know how to use. I know how to use this one. So I was praying it wasn't the upstairs.
You don't have to turn this one down to low power mode. I tell you what, you got it on fucking full beans.
Jack, is it?
Last
night it was 29 degrees. I was onto my duvet like, oh my god. I wanted the ground to swallow me up.
Why are you under your duvet if it's 29 degrees?
I just said I was on top, if you listened correctly. Anyway, 1 week we'll be digging out someone else, I'm sure. Not yet, but I'm sure it'll happen. Because everyone else in this house is perfect, obviously.
Scapegoat.
Do you know what, this morning, to dob you right in it, because I just feel like I should, saw him putting butter on his hot cross bun. I turned around and went, no fucking wonder that shit runs out within 2 days. Slap. I just kept seeing like
I was making that noise as well. Slap.
I was like, holy shit. And I went, why don't you just get the big one? He's like, nah, it's $9. I ain't doing that.
$9.50.
I was like, but it would save you money in the long run. That's why I get my big thing of cheese. Which, whilst we're on the thing, I come downstairs last Sunday. Okay. And I see my cheese out and I just don't say anything. And I just see his face go.
Well, me?
I'm using your cheese. I'm using your cheese if that's all right. And I was like, it's only cheese. That's how we should react to this house. It's only cheese. I can buy more. And you were like, oh, thank you.
You are.
And then you like, and then no, this is exactly true. And then I came home. You went, you used my onion. Don't put them where mine are then, because they came in a mixture of
fridge. Not allowed to put my onions in the fridge.
You actually shouldn't put onions in the fridge.
Why are you putting yours in the fridge?
Because we've had them for ages.
Exactly. So I put it fresh, fucker, and I get left with.
Well, you've obviously been using my onions then.
They look like someone's been playing football with the fuckers.
Just didn't even think about it. I just thought they would be mine because that's where I put all my fruit and veg.
Oh, my onions have grown. Lovely.
I just thought, oh god, one must have been big in this pack. It's because I was like, God, this is unusual. And I thought, I just didn't expect you to buy one onion.
In this pack,
like, because there was only one in there, and I was like, no one will buy one onion.
I needed one onion for my recipe.
Did you still have
fucker as well?
Did you still have onions though to cook?
Yeah, 2 tiny little testicle ones, but they were all right. So thankfully.
Okay, so we're all okay.
Yeah, and I also asked if I could have your cheese, and you said yes.
No, you didn't. You just had my cheese out already. It was already out the fridge. You just knew that I came downstairs. You kind of had to ask.
I wouldn't have panicked. I mean, like, look, I'm having some of your cheese.
He panicked. He started crying
because I know for a fact you absolutely fucking hammer all my shower shit. So don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I do use a shower gel in there. To be fair.
But like, this is so petty, isn't it? I hate stupid.
Well, yeah, no, I just don't really care. That's the thing. That's why I said, like...
Couldn't give a monkey's ass.
I just don't really care. Like, you could probably just... I could probably come home one day and you'd be asleep in my bed and I'd be like, fair enough. Just if you want to have a nice nap in there, you have a nice nap in there.
Blue PJs.
Oh, that's a step too far. Not in the blue PJs. I don't want your willy in them.
Christ alive, raining in.
Probably poke at the end because they're so short. Actually, no, it wouldn't.
It would. Anyway,
we're going off topic now.
So, Anais is convinced that her life is a conspiracy, as you can already tell. So, we thought there was no one better than to lead our conspiracy theory special.
Yeah.
Than the main gal herself.
This is a really exciting episode for me.
So have you always been a conspiracy theorist, or have you done some research and now you're getting onto it, or is it like this week or forever?
No, I do love a good conspiracy. I don't believe like 99% of them, but I love seeing how crazy people are. Like they can come up with these things because they just like don't take anything for face value.
And have you ever seen an event and you think straight away that's a conspiracy, or do you listen to like people's theories and then you start thinking? Do you ever come up with your own opinion?
Or do you just
I think probably, which we'll get onto, but sometimes if I see it, I'll be like, that's a load of bollocks, and then I can like be like, oh no, I can see that, and then I'll go, nah, it's still a load of bollocks. So I always come back to the fact that it's a load of bollocks.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really big into believing them, but I like to have ChatGPT, how to make butter. Better get off that.
You enjoy going down a little wormhole then, do you? And...
Yeah, I love like crime podcasts and just like hearing all of that as well.
I feel like a lot of females do enjoy crime podcasts.
Yeah.
Women are into like murder mysteries and that.
Yeah.
I don't get it, to be honest.
And the whole smut thing and all, like it's all a bit bizarre.
Well, it was like when I was down the rabbit hole of the Idaho 4, the 4 people that got murdered in 2022, and I was going around the house for probably 2 weeks straight after like 9:30 and checking all the doors were locked because I had like a fear of Brian Coburn.
That's why you kept asking.
Is the door locked? Is the door locked? Is it? But then when you guys aren't here, because I watch so much like true crime and conspiracies and stuff, I'll like lock the door.
Yeah.
Just in case, yeah. If it's dark outside, I will.
So what was the crack with the Idaho 4 then? Was it the man standing?
So it was just like someone that they didn't even know had tried a door. Well, he'd been stalking them for months, tried the door, got in, murdered all of them, apart from 2, which is even weirder to me. Like, why not just murder them all?
What, in the night or something?
In the night, in the middle of the night. And the 2 surviving roommates could like hear it, but like couldn't make out what was going on. And I get it, because when you're in a uni house, like people are coming and going all the time. It's so loud. And like, because he got out of the death sentence, he didn't have to reveal his motive. So it's like, why did he do that? So then ever since then, I'm like, oh, people really just will come in your house and murder you for no reason. And then that's really scared me. So yeah. I always run with my key in my hand like that if it's late at night. Okay. Or I walk around London like this, just...
Yeah, London I can understand it, but South Perth you'd be right, wouldn't you?
Have you seen them fuckers outside Coles? Jesus.
Yeah, they're all 70 and retired and old.
It's like the other day I was driving. We were driving to Applecross last week, and there's just like these people like stood in the middle parts of the road, you know, where they've got like where you can stand, like trying people's doors. And I was like, oh my God. So I've learned how to lock my car now.
Trying to open doors?
Yeah.
I know, I've seen them with a fucking bottle of water trying to clean your windscreen.
Yeah, and then they try and pay money.
Yeah.
Try and get you... And they run out in front of your car as well. I've had that happen to me. And then they look at you. And I'm like, you run out in front of me. Run you over.
Right, what's your first conspiracy theory then? How do you want to do this pod then, boss?
Okay, so we're going to do
I'm just a passenger, yeah. I'm just going to let you
We're going to do segments. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. So we've got the big conspiracies. Okay?
Go on in.
No, I'm going to take you through just so you know. We've got celebrity, internet rabbit holes, which is the crazy ones. And then, like, why people love
Oh, sorry.
Don't touch me ever again. So we're going to start with segment 1. And I want to get your thoughts on all of these, whether they're true or false.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at leading this. I don't really think
No, you're doing a great job.
Oh, you're doing great.
Okay,
You're
so
doing amazing, sweetie.
one of my favourite ones, and you guys want to guess whether I believe it or not.
Okay.
Okay. Area 51 aliens. Like, that's where they're testing on aliens in America.
You definitely believe that.
I think you believe it, and I think it's false.
I do believe it.
Tell us more then.
So basically, there's an Area 51. There's an area in
Is
America.
that like between Area 50 and 52?
Yeah. And it's like all patrolled by the military. And like anyone that flies over will be shot down. Like anyone that's caught on sight will be immediately shot. And people think that's where they're testing on aliens and like supernatural stuff.
So have aliens landed there, or have they just taken aliens?
They've not landed there. They've like found them and they're taking them and they're testing on them.
So this is like, what film's there with Will Smith, Independence Day, innit?
Yeah.
Is that Area 51? He rocked
Never
up
seen
that
it.
with that alien.
I don't know if it's in Area 51. It is in a lot of films. But I'm not sure about Independence Day specifically. But when it comes to this, I always think, why America? Why is it always America?
Yeah, why do they pick America?
Probably because they're the most established, maybe within the science world.
Oh, but
It's the
aliens-
greatest
Ooh.
country on earth.
All right, Margo.
Don't know, China's up there, aren't they?
Yeah,
Sure.
China's up there, but like we won't know much about what China's doing because it's quite secretive. But
They're too busy.
the reason I've changed my mind on this,
making pandemic viruses, isn't they?
that's coming up.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
So I saw that Obama had confirmed that aliens are real. I don't necessarily think they're being like in Area 51, but I 1,000,000% believe that aliens are real.
Statistically, they have to be.
Yeah, but an alien
Yeah.
could be like a piece of bacteria on fucking planet Zog.
No, I mean like it's like a thing, like an actual thing. Like it moves and it breathes.
With a big fucking head.
Like it could be us, but like a different form.
Yeah, it's highly likely. But I always think, if they're so advanced as well, why haven't they found us? Why haven't they come to us? If there's a
Why haven't we found them?
Because we're not there yet. We're useless. We're too busy focusing on the moon.
Also, let's rewind. What did Obama say?
Obama said aliens were real. He confirmed it.
Yeah, but what did he say?
He just confirmed that it's real.
He just went, aliens are real, mic drop.
Hang on.
Was it on TikTok you found this?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
What did Obama say about aliens being real?
Barack Obama has been pretty playful but also thoughtful on this topic. After his presidency, he confirmed that there are indeed things that have been observed in the skies, unidentified aerial phenomena that we can't fully explain. But he didn't suggest aliens specifically. He said there are things out there, we don't have all the answers.
Anyway, he did confirm.
Yeah. Nice knows more.
Okay. So we're going with Area 51 isn't testing aliens. Aliens are real.
I'm going to go with aliens are real. Reese, what are you saying about it?
Yeah, I think aliens are real, but my definition of alien would be, like I said, it could be like a speck of something.
Yet again,
There's
you're
got to be
boring.
something out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one,
Yeah.
Illuminati controlling Hollywood.
Go on in.
Dark Hollywood.
Dive into this then.
So there's people out there that there's like a group of people and you have to be invited to join them. And they're basically like controlling Hollywood. So it's like
Do you know the
the
symbol?
blackmail. Isn't like a hand gesture.
Triangle,
Like,
isn't it?
It's the triangle, yeah. With the tongue in the middle.
yeah.
Because have you seen, sorry, quick caveat, have you seen that Jim Carrey clip where he goes on, is it Jimmy Kimmel he goes on? But he's promoting, because like people have cut it to make it look like he's calling out the Illuminati, but he goes on in character to promote like Dumb and Dumber 2, so it was obviously years ago. And but I've seen it recently. Jim Carrey called them out years ago.
I did see this.
And it's him coming on and saying all this, and they've cut it before he mentions the film and that. So people just, make shit up, don't they?
I think there's so much. I do believe in the bad energy in Hollywood. I think, like, again, like, all this, the women at the moment are, like, ridiculously thin again. And, like, think about the amount of pedophiles in Hollywood. Like, and people getting roles. Like Harvey Weinstein controlled the majority of the Grammys, the winners of the Grammys, and women getting parts. And then the Me Too movement happened and it became a bit less, but 100% there's like a dark aura there.
100%. Like, and I think
you don't get that rich and famous without selling your soul to the devil. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think like, yeah, obviously money, and people get to that level of eliteness where they just think the rules don't apply to them, I think, don't they?
Yeah.
You only have to look at the Epstein stuff, which I'm sure we'll touch upon.
It is on there.
But whether it's the Illuminati, I don't fucking know. But there is something definitely going on behind
Very
the scenes,
dodgy.
which is not so behind the scenes anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's all coming out.
It's all unraveling.
I think like social media has become so big that it's almost hard to shy away from like things that I think we thought just didn't happen. And like when you really deep it, it's like, is there such thing as like ethical billionaires? How have you got that way? Like there is no ethical billionaire, and I think they control a lot of people and they can bribe and blackmail, and there's a little elite club of them that control a lot.
Money talks.
Yeah, 100%. I do like to think that there's a group more powerful than like Trump and stuff, and there's something.
Oh,
else.
1,000,000%, which we'll also get onto.
All right, okay, look out.
Okay, the next one we've got is the 9/11 inside job theories.
Here we go. Christ alive, this episode's going to be about 6 hours long.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut some of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Do the most interesting ones.
I said this earlier. 6 segments, more than fucking dominoes. It's
Oh
been
my
off how many
Christ.
slices we got going on, yeah.
They're just so interesting. I just wrote down as many as I could think of.
Do you remember 9/11 happening? I think actually you were probably a bit young, weren't you?
I was 1 month
You weren't even
old.
born.
I was born.
You were born, man.
You were
My
born.
mum was in Exeter actually, and you know when you used to have those TV shops, and you could see the TVs like faced outward, and my mum could see loads of people, and I was on her chest, and she ran over, and she was like, "We gotta get home." It's in fucking America, mum. Ain't gonna bomb you in bloody Bristol, are they, or Exeter? Fucking idiot. But no, I believe strongly that that was a terrorist attack.
Yeah, same.
Do you remember who we saw?
Yeah, I was about 24, I think, when that happened. Nah, I don't really, like, vaguely, but it's like you got so many, you know, year after year, they talk about it and look back at what happened, and it all just kind of blends into one.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
So, like, I've literally, growing up, there was just something about it every year, wasn't there, which is understandable, because it was obviously a massive event. But
yeah, it always comes out on Netflix, I feel like, or every year the conspiracy theories come back out the woodwork, but
yeah,
no,
The documentaries are really good on it. But I just think, like, how can you say that that's an inside job? They quite clearly hijacked planes.
Yeah.
It was very obvious that that was not an inside job. And then we've got the next one, which is a big one, which is the Madeleine McCann theory that her parents were involved in her abduction. And where is she?
Oh, who is she? I think I do think the parents had something to do with it.
Really?
Whether they accidentally give her too many sleeping tablets or something, and then they had to dispose of the body.
But they would find the body. What's your thoughts on this?
I don't know.
This is a good one.
I've seen the documentary on Netflix. I don't know enough to make a comment, so I'm just going to perch myself on the fence like a little pussy. I think watching that doc, you sway either way. At one stage, you're like, oh, fucking hell, the parents definitely had something to do with it. And then you sway the complete other end, and you're like, oh my God, there's no way they could have. And
I actually remember the day this happened. It was in 2007. And I remember...
6.
Yeah, but it's like one of my first memories because it scared me so much. And I remember it wasn't Good Morning Britain. It was like GMB News. Do you remember what it's called? GMB News? Something like that?
What does GMB stand for?
Good Morning Britain, but they called it GMB News at the time. And they had like a yellow sofa.
Anais was 6 at the time, man.
They had it. I remember it. Because it was in my house in Oakhampton. I went into my mum and dad's room and it came up that she'd gone missing. But you guys aren't really giving me much to work with here, so this is getting a bit hard to lead.
Yeah, but it's hard for me to, I haven't done research on this. And
so why did you show up to the pod then?
Because I'm a co-host. This is why you're taking the reins. I said I'm just here as a passenger. I'm going to give an impartial view.
I think the
What do you
parents
think?
weren't involved.
I
weren't.
I don't think they were
Oh, you
involved.
don't?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think like if the parents were involved, they had so many police people like investigate them that I'm just like, there's just no way. There's no motive. There's not a motive behind it.
Nah. That's partly why I think they messed up. They did something wrong. Like,
I do think it's wild that they left the kids in the room and went out.
Well, 100%.
Like,
it's definitely negligence, but it's not. I think that's all you can do them for, and they did lose their child because of it. So maybe cut them some slack.
Horrific.
The next one as well is COVID hoax claims.
So what are you saying? COVID was not real? Is that what you're saying?
So people think that COVID was manufactured in a factory to reduce the population of the world because we had an aging population, and they're trying to get rid of that.
It makes sense in China with the overpopulation stuff as well. That's why, you know,
so you think it was meant
thing.
to be contained to China though, or do you think they meant for it to get out to the world?
Well, no, I don't think it's a conspiracy anyway. But I can see why the conspiracy theorists would assume that.
How many people actually died from it? Globally, I think
Several.
A lot of other illnesses.
How many people died from COVID-19? 7 million people. That's a lot.
It's a lot of people. But then, you know, you look at the stats for other diseases, like you said. Yeah, you know.
And when you've got, what, like over 7 billion people in the world
Was that 10% then died?
1%
less.
1%. It's close.
Yes, well, a lot of people died, and it was a terrible virus, obviously, like, but I don't think it was a hoax. What do you think?
I don't think it was a hoax.
No, it was genuine, and I do think it started in China. I kind of miss it in a way, as bad as that sounds. I enjoyed those few years.
Tell that to the
Still
viewers.
knocking about, I think.
It's still knocking about a bit. I do think we'll have another one day, but
Yeah.
I don't think people will listen as well as they did the first time with the pandemic.
No.
Nah.
They've lost all the trust now, and
It's like though that people thought the vaccines were like government control.
yeah, okay.
My nan is like that. She's so fucking stupid.
Wild, isn't it? But is she the type that put everything on Facebook as well?
Yeah, she loves it. I think she watches podcast as well. Sorry, Nan, but
Hi, Nan. She said she didn't like Welsh people. I still haven't had an apology.
But that is what we've got for like the main ones.
Yeah, you missed flight MH370.
Maybe that's
That's
sign.
another thing that's happened all week. Is Anais has been just live streaming flight tracker.
Flight radar.
Another side note. You asked the other day what her screen time was. I've never met anyone with a higher screen time than you.
I know it's bad, isn't it?
What was it?
Like, wasn't it like 10 hours?
It was indeed 10 hours.
10 hours.
10 hours, bear in mind, you've got a job.
Daily average 10 hours 20 minutes.
I actually don't know anyone who's got such high screen time.
Screen time today was 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, mine.
Yeah, but I fell asleep with some Jermaine private school girl on my phone last night. That's the thing though, like
Yeah, but look at the categories. Top. What's the top one?
TikTok.
TikTok.
I have
Apple
an addiction. Some people are addicted to drugs. At least I'm addicted to my phone. And it's not like it doesn't stop me. Like today, I went out for a long walk, went out for breakfast, went out for coffee, went out shopping, and then I'll sit on my phone for the rest
Rest of the week.
That's my reward. But anyway, MH flight 370. What's
moving
our
on.
thoughts?
So I think there's a genuine crash.
It hasn't been proved that it's crashed.
Well, haven't parts been washed up on islands and stuff?
They don't know if it's definitely linked to that.
It wasn't. Well, again, classic Netflix documentary. There was parts from the plane, wasn't there? I thought.
I think they don't 100% know. Like nothing's ever been recovered that would 100% prove that it crashed.
I know, but the world is so big, and the ocean covers so much of it.
Oh yeah, I think it crashed into the ocean.
It's in the ocean somewhere and just floated away or sank.
I think it's in the Indian Ocean. Do you believe it was a suicide mission from the pilot?
No, just a bit of malfunction in technology in the plane, probably.
See, this is where I think potentially it could have been. Because do you know much about it? Do you know anything about it?
Not really. I know the black box was never recovered.
So basically, it was doing its routine flight, took off from Kuala Lumpur. Everything was fine through Thailand, I want to say. And then he did like a U-turn, lost all signal, and came back. And it said they know that the flight was traveling for like 7 hours past when they lost connection. And he'd done like a U-turn back over where he went and then went right into the ocean. So I do think there was probably a pilot element to it.
Yeah.
But I don't like to say that he did that on purpose because you just don't know.
No.
Anything could have happened then. He could have been hijacked. You just don't know, do you, or what's going
But
on?
how do you lose a plane?
I know.
A tough thing to lose.
And a lot of people don't now fly with Malaysia.
If only Anais was watching on flight track.
I would have known what happened.
It'd be like that Leo DiCaprio meme.
I ran outside yesterday because I saw a flight taking off in Perth and I saw it was going to go over our house, so I ran outside to see it. And I stood on that balcony actually.
You'd get on with you'd get on really well with my mate Tom. So he's got this thing.
Who?
You've met Tom actually, haven't you?
I have met Tom.
But if a flight goes over, he looks at her and he goes, "That is a Boeing fucking whatever, names a plane, Qatar Airways travelling from thingy," and then he'll get his flight tracker out. And
that's what I did on Monday, wasn't it? We were on the way to the cinema, and I said, I bet that is, I think it was Singapore Airlines A350 going to Singapore, and I looked at my phone and I was right. I could probably tell you not like the boring ones, like just to like the minds, but I could tell you probably international flights. I know Malaysia Airlines will take off at 4:15 today, and I know that that's followed by Singapore, and I know that British Airways and Malaysia Airlines take off at the same time in Kuala Lumpur Airport.
Why do you know? What's the point in knowing this then?
No. No idea. I could tell you I know that when I first went on my first long haul flight by myself was Singapore Airlines SQ2 A380 to Singapore.
You could be saying whatever you want, yo. No one knows really, do they?
Well, I know it because now Jay's getting the same flight, and I was like, that's the flight I was on. And she's flying on a Tuesday, and I flew on a Tuesday.
Not on a Tuesday. Whoa.
2 for Tuesday, like.
Should we see what's taking off at Perth Airport now quickly?
I don't know the world cares.
Perth to Sydney is about to take off. Qantas. There we go.
What do you call him?
Qantas. What is it?
It's Qantas, isn't it?
No, it is
Qantas.
No, it is Qantas, but it just sounded like you said Kant, so that was the joke. But there we go. Anyway, I'll have to hook you up with old Tommy. I think you two get on with like a house on fire.
Oh, no more than him because he's dumb.
He's got a flight simulator in his house as well.
I would love one of those. The other day
I wouldn't trust you behind the wheel of a Ford Fiesta, let alone a fucking A380. You can forget it.
I should have been a pilot. Anyway, we're now going to move on to segment 2. Okay. These are my pop culture.
Let's see you try and park a plane. You park that.
Parallel park a plane. You know the ones where they go...
Park in the departure lounge, like.
I just keep going at them.
Destruction.
Or I like pretend to land and go, just joking. Let's go.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, right. So now on to celebrity conspiracies.
Christ, this is segment 2.
We're gonna do 40 minutes already. Right, this is gonna be quick fire round.
Speed round.
Are celebrities being cloned?
No.
Celebrities
Who do they reckon are being cloned? Selena Gomez. Why? Because she looks older than she did 10 years ago.
Yeah, and she's got a weird voice and she talks like this. It's really weird.
She's AI.
And like she is a Benny Blanco.
What does she talk like?
She talks like this. Her voice is really deep.
I was not too bad actually. I was pretty good.
Didn't it?
I thought she was in the room with us. Selena?
So
why did they clone her?
This one's funny because Britney Spears has been arrested for DUI this week.
She's clean off, and
Britney Spears conspiracies. She's been cloned as well, apparently. I honestly know. I think she's just batshit crazy.
But I can see why that would happen to people though in that circle, like, because it's what a shit way to live. I'd hate to be that famous.
I know.
And surely they clone more beneficial people to the world, like doctors or.
Yeah, why are we cloning Britney Spears? She had like 3 good songs and then went crazy. Yeah, about 3 good songs. I went crazy.
Yep. So that's my note.
What's the other one there? Replaced by lookalikes.
Avril, yeah, so it's just the same. So like they're being replaced by people that, again, Avril Lavigne, that was a big thing back in 2010.
What's she been replaced by a lookalike?
Yeah, she's not actually her. She died and they just wanted to replace her.
How did
Again,
she die?
someone that's had like 3 songs. Don't
How
know.
did she die?
She had 3 good songs and that's about it. And they think, yeah, well, let's replace her. Okay, Princess Diana assassination theory. Was it the Queen? Yes. I believe it was the royal family.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think-
they had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
I think someone of her status. Is it status or status?
I'm a status kind of guy.
You status. You said something earlier as well. You said pedophile.
Where have I got this from?
TikTok.
Pedophile.
Pedo.
Pedophile just sounds like pedophile. Doesn't sound as bad. Yeah, I think it was a I think Princess Diana, like, someone of her status, she would have the security. She would have the security that would not happen. In all of this thing, like, how long the royal family's been going for, dies in a car accident in Paris on the one tunnel that doesn't have CCTV. Riddle me that Queen Elizabeth II.
But
Murderer.
She ain't gonna riddle you that anymore, is she?
She dead as well. She did.
Is that a conspiracy as well?
No, she's actually dead. She was old. I still think the Queen's lovely, but like I do think she got rid of Princess Diana. She got rid of Princess Di to protect the royal family because she did love to run her mouth on BBC One. She loved a good interview where she was outing Charles and Camilla for their affair. She was a bit rogue with it all. And the royal family don't do interviews, and there she is doing like an 1.5 hour long segment outing Prince Charles for banging Camilla. She had to be offed.
So you're against the royal family then, or are you for the royal family?
Dude, I actually, the older I get, the more I appreciate the royal family. Like, I'm not one of those that's like, our taxpayers' money's being spent on them, and it's like, they bring in like triple more than they take from
Millions
us.
and millions.
And I think it's a good culture thing for the UK. But again, I do, like Princess Andrew, pedophile.
He's a prince, not a princess, haven't he?
Is he princess? Prince Andrew, pedophile. He obviously on his birthday got arrested for being friends with Epstein and a lot more. So yeah.
And being a cunt.
I think there's a lot of darkness in that as well. Okay, another quick fire. Oh no, that's it. There we go.
No, Epstein.
Oh god, I keep missing
You
something.
reckon he's still alive, do you?
This is my mum. Shout out to my mum, Kirsten. Epstein being alive. What do you think?
I think it was obviously... I don't think he's alive. I think it was dodgy as fuck, the circumstances in which he died, wasn't it? And like...
They
Yeah.
got him off, like,
Yeah.
I think that as
It's
well.
obviously an inside thing where...
He knows too much and he had to be gone.
Yeah, or... whether it was an inside job or they give him the materials and said, look, bud, you gotta go. Because he wasn't supposed to have the bed sheet, was he? He wasn't supposed to be able to...
Well, also, again, it was another thing of the CCTV didn't work.
Classic.
Like, that's not a thing.
But there's a lot. I haven't deep dived into the files probably as much as you have. But like, I remember that documentary from a few years ago that was fucking clean off. And yeah, going back to the Illuminati thing, there's definitely something, well, a lot obviously going on behind the scenes in Hollywood. And not just Hollywood, just with the wealthy elite.
Yeah. I mean,
We have missed another one of the Rothschild family.
Go on and tell us about the
yeah,
Rothschilds.
I don't know who they are.
I remember seeing a YouTube documentary about these
the
before.
Rothschild family, they are like the wealthiest family in the world, and no one knows what their what's it called net
worth.
worth is.
Let's ask
'Cause it's-
ChatGPT then. Go on, bring him in. Her in. It in.
How are they wealthy? Where are they getting money from?
Shh. Hi ChatGPT, please can you tell me how much the Rothschild family is worth? So the audience can hear. Oh, she's not as quick on this one. Oh,
Why is she not talking?
she ain't talking to me. About 300 to 400 billion USD across different branches. Some estimates say 400 to 500 billion. The family fortune is divided among many relatives, private companies, investment funds, and trusts. But it could be in the trillions, people think.
And what's the conspiracy theory you said?
So they control a lot of they own a lot of the world's major banks. So like the Bank of England is owned by them.
Is it?
Yeah. Let me double check that. Again, I haven't checked my sources actually, but
Fact
that's the fun of it.
Nothing like preparation, eh?
Hi, ChatGPT. Do the Rothschild family own the Bank of England?
No, they don't. The Bank of England is the central bank of the United Kingdom.
I saw it. You're lying.
On TikTok.
I promise I'm not. The Bank of England is fully owned by the UK government. It's easy to run into conspiracy theories about powerful families, but the bank's ownership is public information. If you ever want to check.
I don't believe that.
Because you've seen something on TikTok. Anyway,
What's on TikTok?
any of those theories you actually believe in? So you think the only one that's believable is Princess Diana being assassinated? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
That's what you said, isn't it? Yeah, that's what you come to.
I think so.
I don't
Banking
know.
and finance, investments, wine and estates. They have a lot of power anyway.
Well, the Rothschilds.
And they think that Epstein isn't Epstein was like, so you've got like drug runners and then you've got like the top dog.
So you was
that
like
you'll
the
never
scapegoat,
know.
like you
He's
are in
the-
this
Yeah,
house.
he's the scapegoat because
You are the Epstein of
yeah,
this
I'm the
house.
Epstein of the house. Like everything falls. God, cut that out. That's the last thing I want to be put in a reel and cut short. I'm the Epstein of the house. I'm not a weirdo. Not in that way anyway. But I do believe they think they're like someone like, because why would you have all of that in emails? Like if you're really trying to keep that a secret. Like he was the organizer of it all and his island was used, but I think he was paid a lot of money, but I think there's someone above him that is gonna control the narrative of that, and that's why he got killed.
Righto. You heard it here first, folks.
I'm right.
Okay.
Internet rabbit holes. The earth is flat. Obv's not.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
Not a chance.
It's been proven.
You've seen
scientifically.
Snapchat maps, guys. Like, it's clearly a round circle. Idiots. Birds are surveillance drones.
Nah.
Birds aren't real.
I've seen many.
Birds are not real.
I've seen a lot of dead birds in my time, and there's no surveillance.
Honestly, I think
pigeons.
pigeons. I never see dead pigeons.
You never see dead pigeons?
Plenty
No.
of dead pigeons.
I haven't.
Oh, I love some Easter crack.
Absolutely. Sounds cracking.
Oh,
Thank you.
Cracking. Oh my Christ.
Oh, don't eat it all. I'm hungry again now.
What is that?
Oh my God.
Saint
This looks
Chromium.
amazing. What is that?
Tasha's just made us some Easter crack. That's going to be a mess. That's a mess waiting to happen, that is. Are we going to eat it now, or...?
Yeah, he's gonna melt, I reckon.
Let's do a taste test.
Don't know, crummy. Oh, hi.
What's crummy?
The cracker.
Oh God.
That is cracking. Oh, it's gone right to my tooth. Thank you.
Tooth.
A sensitive tooth.
That was delightful.
Oh, I've dropped some crumbs.
The thing is, the conspiracy theory isn't as fun with you two because you're not as like explorative.
Well, we're just educated.
What did you do at uni?
Fair point, Mum made sports science.
Pigeons recording everything.
Pigeons. Well, they're too thick.
I don't know, they're pretty good. They used to
Pigeons.
use for mail, didn't they? And sending messages in the wall and stuff.
True, I.
Okay, don't know some of these. Time
Maybe,
travelers.
do you know what? Maybe, like, you go somewhere like St. Mark's Square in Venice, there's fucking millions of pigeons there. One of them could be a drone. Just sitting there, you wouldn't know, would you?
It makes sense to create a drone looking like a pigeon.
Yeah.
I heard that there's like 1 in every 5 people that's like intelligence people.
Oh, what people?
1 in 5.
1 in 5 people.
You know more than 5 people though.
No, like
None
when
of
you're
them.
out and about in public.
1 in 5.
God, my lips are massive. I could see you looking at them and I was like, oh, you're judging me. Time travelers. I don't believe in time travelers.
No, neither do I.
You're skipping ahead here as well.
Yeah, I've skipped some of them.
You've time travelled 3 points ahead.
I don't like it, the simulation theory or I don't get any of that.
What's Antarctica's secret?
I don't know. I didn't write that
You made
down.
the list though.
No, I didn't. That's what ChatGPT added in. I was meant to take it out.
Eat them all away.
Yeah, take that away from me. Time travellers.
Nah.
Who's supposed to have travelled in time, man?
It's just a theory. It's just like people like The Simpsons predicting the future.
Yeah. But
That is a bit wild.
some of
Well,
them are
they've just-
wild.
So many episodes, so many stories. They've covered a lot of bases, and a lot of stuff hasn't happened.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But it is cool.
How'd you explain that?
They've got a lot of stuff correct.
Yeah, it's cool, but yeah.
Government controlling the weather. A lot of people believe this, you know. This isn't like an out there theory. Lots of people believe in cloud seeding from the government.
Well, you can control the weather in Dubai and stuff. They control the weather over there.
Yeah, they
Do
make
they?
it rain,
Clouds.
don't they?
That's what cloud seeding is. So my nan thinks happened. I went, no, you're just in the UK. Stupid.
Just rains a lot. Titanic never sank. What?
Bullshit. Yeah, they believe it was the sister ship that actually sank. Bullshit. The Titanic sank. Love the film.
I remember doing Titanic in history in school, and they reckon rather than hitting an iceberg,
You should have hit it straight on.
No, rather than hitting the iceberg, they reckon one of the theories is that it hit another ship, like the sister ship or a smaller ship,
No way.
instead of the iceberg.
No way.
No, I
The
thought it was
Titanic
the sister
sank.
ship.
No.
They just didn't finish building the Titanic in time, so they renamed the sister ship the Titanic.
No. I don't think that's true.
Oh, there we are.
Do you want to check him, or
I'll chat GPT it.
I would actually like to know that one.
Was it the Titanic that sank or its sister ship?
It was the Titanic that sank in 1912. There's a conspiracy theory that suggests the Titanic was swapped with its sister ship, the Olympic, as part of an insurance scam. However, there's no credible evidence to support that. The shipwreck's details match the
enough.
Titanic.
What about... Oh, chat. What about... Chat. What about the theory that the Titanic hit another ship and not an iceberg?
I'm familiar with that theory, but it doesn't hold up to scrutiny. Survivors describes the iceberg impact, and the wreck's physical damage is consistent with an iceberg collision. Eyewitness testimony, along with the discovery of the wreck.
You gotta forget, like, there were survivors of the Titanic.
Yeah.
Like,
Rose.
I think you would know if it was another ship, so I think that's even less credible than the sister ship.
So Mr. Sweet was
These
full of
two
shit
make
then.
me laugh. So some people genuinely believe that Finland doesn't exist and that Australia isn't real. Well, I'm fucking here. And I can tell you it's
Where are
real.
we? Finland or Australia?
We're in Australia. Never been to Finland. Can't comment on Finland.
Met a Finnish girl once.
Was she Finnish or was she Swedish? No one cares. No one knows. They're going to cut that bit out.
I will cut
Do you
that.
think Australia's real?
Like, obviously is real. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Do we think?
We're down under, mate.
Are we double downing that Australia's real? We're actually in Australia.
Yes.
Well, where
Mummy
else would we be?
and
We
Nat.
can. There's one we can say confidently that Australia is real because we are here.
Yeah, we're not in bloody Benidorm like this.
I don't say that with such disgust.
May as well be with an ace in the gaff.
Have you met your chavvy self with your like bright yellow pink shoes that you wear and your bright
yellow
pink
shoes.
hat and
Where are my bright yellow shoes?
your chicken wraps that you have every evening like you can't afford to feed yourself?
Such a chav, like.
At least I have proper grammar.
Yeah.
He goes to me
Fair
yesterday
pal.
just because my friend can speak elegantly. Where he went, all your friends are posh twats. And that's what I say to him, that, like my poor friend, like,
Why are you saying this on the
because you have to
pod?
cut it out. But it's for context. You have to cut it out. For context.
No, I think you guys, you and your friends are quite posh, aren't you? You're quite well spoken. Except when you get to know you, You just ain't that posh, like. None of you.
Why would I want to be posh?
Well, you tell me. Why
I
do
don't
you
wanna
talk
be a
like? Why do you say
stuck-up-
path and ha?
Dunno.
Good
Piss
one.
you off. And I think that is the end of all of them.
Of what?
The conspiracy.
Well, what's this then? Why?
It's not.
Right.
We're going on to why. Why do you think, especially recently, why do you think conspiracy theories are like
Why are
they're
they
in their
massive?
own
Because-
Netflix shows and all? Like, there's a new Netflix show about the weirdest shit documentary, let's say, all the time discussing this.
Yeah, because I think it's social media, isn't it? Because now everybody's got a voice, and you don't need any evidence to back it up. You can just claim anything,
Yeah.
cut it, and then have a few clips to suit your narrative, like that Jim Carrey thing I said earlier.
Yeah.
And people like, I'm not using any names, but some people will go, "Oh my god, that is fucking crazy." They share it, and then it's like gospel. Then clean off. Like maybe Mangalina never cheated on Aplon all along.
I don't know. I don't know. I think some are going to be true. I think the higher up ones. I believe that the one thing that I'll double down on is that there is a select few people that control the narrative of the world, and I think the government and the people with a lot of money have a lot more influence, and there's a lot more darkness to it
Yeah, there's a lot goes on behind the scenes, and
that we don't know
money,
about.
innit?
But I think that's as far as I go, and like actually believing in stuff. I don't actually believe that pigeons are drones or whatever. And
I do know. You've swayed me.
thank you. And then we've got conspiracies that turn out to be true, and I haven't heard of any of these apart from corporate cover-ups. CIA assassination plots have turned out to be true. Government spying on citizens. I did say that apparently 1 in every 5 are meant to be. But I think as well, like if like
I think now with the internet, though, it's so easy to
they've
spy
got
on
to,
everyone. Isn't it?
and like, well, there's always people monitoring like the dark web. There's like always a government on there, government official on there. And then
What's MK Ultra?
dunno, I haven't heard of that one.
Again, this is your list.
What is MK Ultra? I knew the rest.
Football group, innit? Not the Keens.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
The Ultras.
MK Ultra was indeed a real covert program. It was run by the CIA from the 1950s into the 60s and aimed to explore mind control and interrogation techniques, often using drugs like LSD, frequently without informed consent. The details were later declassified, and the program was acknowledged as unethical and disturbing.
That's unfortunate for everyone else to take part in that.
Hilarious.
Okay, then we've got. Have you got the listener? Did we get any write-ins?
Yeah, we did.
I didn't
My
have
phone's
it.
over there, bro.
I'll have a quick browse, see if I'm still logged in.
I did have a couple on my own
Go on, then.
come through. My auntie Hayley. Shout out to my auntie Hayley.
Does
She's
she like Welsh people?
never on. Can you shut up?
I haven't got it.
Are you not logged in?
You change your password or something?
You
made
logged
a
us out to
two-factor
two-factor
authentication.
theory.
Oh, that's a twat
chocolate
now.
in
How
my
are we going
nail.
to do that?
So my auntie Hayley said Marilyn Monroe was murdered because she knew too much about the Kennedys, who were American royalty at the time, and
Yeah, I've heard that as well, yeah.
I believe in that.
She got a bit close to the top and some of the things she was saying they didn't like, yeah.
Did she overdose? She was overdosed, wasn't she?
I think so, yeah. She died quite young.
Yeah, I believe in that. And again, she also had another one. Was Epstein murdered? I definitely think he was silenced as he was going to blow up the establishment and the vile egomaniacs he knocked about with. Again, I believe in that one as well.
Yeah. He knew too much and he was just
I
a
think people that
liability.
know too much, I believe in the conspiracies that people that know too much have been
Maybe not.
offed.
Yeah. They are.
Sorry, I'm absent. I'm just trying to log in by here. So
Check your WhatsApp messages.
I know. What a bloody kerfuffle. On your primary device for WhatsApp. Honest to God.
Why have you done two-factor?
This is 9-factor. At least no one's going to break into our account because I can't even get on it myself.
I had two-factor authentication and my account got hacked.
Conspiracy.
What kind of account was it? You like your emails or
My
something?
Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I was really silly. I had one of those accounts go, hey, can you like look at my artwork? And it was a girl that I knew or thought I knew, but it was a fake account of hers, or she got hacked herself. And I was like, yeah, and it asked for my email address and password, and within like, I literally clicked login and I went, no, and I knew exactly what I'd done the second I'd done it, and it was too
you
late.
gave your email and password?
I just typed it into my phone, and it must have then he got notified, and then literally I logged in. No, I got logged out and then couldn't get back in, and then we were FaceTiming my account on my friend's phone, and he answered, and he was going, send me your pussy to get an account back, send me your pussy. And that was at my old job in Opus.
So did you?
I would have had it back, wouldn't I? Got a new one now. I think it did cross my mind. And then I
Send
thought,
someone else's. Go on Google.
should have sent yours.
Do you want me to get it?
Harry Mary.
Shall I look at your phone or not?
That was good. There's nothing we can do, but
She can't get into the...
we can't get in.
So we got no
Did we have
listeners'
any
messages.
messages?
We had a few. One from Kaza,
Goofy.
which I remember. She said Shark believes that the Earth is flat. I think that's a bit of an inside joke.
Shark's stupid, for one.
Shark from Perth Irish. Big shout out to Shark. That's a terrible Irish accent. But he believes that the Earth is flat, apparently.
I really want to eat this.
Go on in. So that's massively underwhelming, isn't it? We can't get in. We
no
can't
messages.
actually get in to the Instagram.
What about you? Right, on the top of your head now, what's your favourite conspiracy theory? Name one. Go.
My favourite.
Go.
So the one recently, which I've done a lot of reading into, is because I work in the water industry, and the recent shark attacks in Sydney, people are blaming Sydney Water. They're blaming the water company for sharks attacking people.
Why?
And the reason being is the water system, the wastewater system is quite dated. So when you have periods of heavy rain, the rain goes in the gutters and it combines with the waste, and then it doesn't get treated. It has nowhere else to go, so it gets flushed into the sea. Basically, it's wastewater, but very diluted, like weak squash. So you've got all this wastewater
I'm
going
not
in
swimming in
the
the
sea.
sea again.
This wastewater going in the sea, which attracts small fish that start chewing on like the untreated
Shit.
yeah, essentially, which then attracts bigger fish and bigger fish and bigger fish. So then after you have a bit of a storm like they did in Sydney, that's attracted sharks who are coming in chasing these fish, and then they mistake them for people for fish, and that's why there was an increase in shark attacks after that storm in Sydney. Now, that was a big conspiracy theory at the moment, and I don't believe it, because that process takes a long time. Like, if you've got rain in the morning, you're not going to have big fish eating the shit in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of time. But that was one of my favourite ones I've spent a bit of reading on at the minute.
Good conspiracy.
And it's local.
Ultimately, like, shark attacks are awful, obviously, but it's the shark's home.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
if
it's the
someone
risk
come
you
into
take.
your house, you defend yourself. We're going into their habitat.
I don't
take
like
the
the
chance.
narrative of like sharks they're only curious. They just like chomp and want to know. That they are aggressive. Like, we don't need to pretend that, but like, it's a risk you take over here swimming. And if you're jumping off a rock into the ocean and there's no shark nets and it's late at night or early in the morning, use your fucking brain.
You're asking for trouble, really,
Use your
aren't you?
fucking
Yeah.
noggin,
Use your
bro.
fucking noggin.
Here's one for you, Anne. Tupac. Was that a conspiracy? Is he still alive? Did he actually get shot?
Same as Michael Jackson, both dead.
I think that was one of the first ones I properly looked into, was the Tupac stuff, because I just went down a wormhole on YouTube one night and watched all these videos.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I was like, he's still alive.
And was Soldier Boy one as well? Didn't he die off a roof or something, but then he didn't die?
But then so many people have died, but they haven't
Soldier
died.
Boy said it. Oh, watch me crank and watch me roll.
Surprised you know Soldier Boy.
I had a dance made up to it. I was going to do it on Britain's Got Talent. in year 5 or whatever.
Oh, good grief.
Watch
Yeah,
me
there's
crank and watch
Tupac,
me roll.
Michael Jackson, Elvis. Yeah, they're all on an island. Whitney Houston, they're all on an island somewhere.
No, that's a load of bollocks.
People think Elvis is in Home Alone, don't they? There's a scene where was one with John Candy's in it to come out Home Alone 1 or 2. She's queuing to get a airline ticket, and in the background is a bloke that looks like Elvis, and people think it's actually Elvis. and they've got him in as a cameo.
Wild. Donald Trump's in it as well, isn't he?
He's
Trumpy
actually,
too?
yeah.
I think my favourite one is probably the Hollywood one. About the dark aura, energy, Illuminati
Yeah, this
around Hollywood.
Yeah, being run by the rich and famous.
Yeah.
Pick and choose the chosen ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's very many self-made people that haven't done dodgy shit to get there. I think that group is very minimal. I think when you've got money behind you, or like people with famous parents, I think they don't really need to venture into a lot of that. But I think a lot of the self-made ones. I mean, Cher Lloyd came out and said, "Do you guys remember Cher Lloyd?"
I'm gonna sing Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd.
Which one of you did a fucking shit? Disgusting.
Where's she from? Fucking Liverpool. Flush the toilets after you've had a fucking shite.
But she said
Disgusting.
that her management, when she was breaking into the US, which she did, was based. They didn't want to promote her album, and they said, "Go get seen with Justin Bieber." Basically, shag Justin Bieber or not. I think that's why a lot of like child celebrities turn out crazy, because they kind of had to sell themselves and had to do a lot of unfortunate stuff, and they turned out cray.
Thank God you didn't go on Britain's Got Talent, eh?
Think I would have turned out the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just as much of a loser.
Yeah.
What am I going to tell you, darling? No, it was dreadful.
You'd have had a few red buzzers, I think.
I would have had a few red.
Anyway, that's about us, I think.
Done. Don't like leading it. That was a lot of work.
You did well. Your first one, that was good.
Well done. Yeah, you can edit this as well if you want.
I've said to you every week, if you give me 10 minutes to show me, I'll do it. Have you done it? No. Because you sit there last night, we're both on the sofa, right? Till like 9 o'clock, and he goes, "Needs to edit podcast in a minute. Needs to edit podcast in a minute." It's like 9:15, he finally gets his laptop out. Then he goes, "All I did last night was edit the podcast."
What? When did I say that?
It's just what you say.
Again, she's full of shit. As are most of these conspiracy theories. So,
Time to go get
thanks for joining us. Apologies for if you sent in a question, but we are locked out of our own Instagram, so we'll have to solve that. Perhaps we'll answer them next week.
Touch on them next time, innit?
Yeah, we'll answer them next time. But that ended up being a lot shorter than I thought. I did feel that was going to be about 7 hours long at the start.
You didn't let me get into a lot of it, but it's okay.
For good reason.
If anyone wants to go dig deep dive, pop me a message.
Yep.
I'll set up
Slide her a DM.
FaceTimes.
Do you want to sign us out then, Anais?
No.
Make sure you press the subscribe button then, if you haven't already. Please, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple. Give us a follow on our socials. The link is in the description in our link tree. So we're on TikTok and Instagram at Sunday Coffee Club. That's where you can ask us our questions, which we do endeavour to actually ask next time. WhatsApp community's here as well. Next episode, I think, is going to feature Daisy and her new Happy Days t-shirts. So potentially a bit of merch on the way. Other than that, thank you, Kaz, for our presents.
Yeah, thank you, Kaz.
Thanks,
really
Kaz.
that. Very nice of you.
Thanks for not sending an ace one. That's made my day. And thank you for watching or listening, even though that was an absolute load of shite. We'll see you next Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Ciao for now.
No.
No!
Hot cross bun, hot cross...